Round 3 was a 1 versus 1 versus 1 free-for-all. My opponents were TheThing333 running Jacqueline Winsome, and Darthsoul running Varson Iskar. The Thing and I had a verbal agreement to focus on Varson since we knew he could get built up fast and with a little momentum could easily take both of us out. Jacqueline's starting army was Scarlet, Joseph Krieg, Brother Domini, and 2 Gias and Fret. She also started with a Limited Wish and Symbol of Kerberos from Loot and an Alliance Standard from being a Lieutenant. Varson had 2 Amudasis Blaze and 3 Trogrid. Varson started out by playing a Ghost Bog, while Jacqueline took a shot at a Trogrid with Joseph. He hit, killed the Trogrid, which moved a Blaze forward. Scarlet reacted off of Joseph's shot, and shot and killed the Blaze. I worked, meanwhile, on bolstering my ranks with characters like Ridu Kar and Ridu Faram. Varson dropped a Jackals, followed next by a Temple of Lore. Jacqueline attempted to pull the strings on Jackals, but was countered by Prey on the Hunter. I built up even more, putting a Camel on Kar, and a Griffin and a Great Axe on Faram. Meanwhile, Varson moved up Jackals, then attempted to rebuild his fleeting ranks with an Amudasis Inferno, which he then spent up. Jacqueline finished attacking with her level 1s and equipped a Portable Hull, which she ditched for a card. In trouble already, Varson had no choice but to pass. On my turn, I played Britomar, and on my next action I moved up my Thralls. Jacqueline finished off the turn by playing Peyton Latham, equipping him with the Sharkbone Bow and Unseen Arrow, and shooting at Trogrid. By turn 2, Varson was already in the I formation and sitting in the second rank with nothing but an Inferno in front. He equipped an Amulet of Waking and Spider Vestments, hoping that the stealth would keep him alive. Jacqueline played a Barret Iskar, which would prove later in the game to be my undoing. She equipped a Portable Hull on Barret, moved it up to rank 2, ditched it for a card, and then moved Barret the rest of the way to rank 1. I swung on the Inferno with Britomar. It reacted and killed Britomar, but not after putting a charge on Faram, moving up Kar, and still getting a strike on the Inferno. On another note, I noticed after the game that this interaction between Britomar in a Princess deck and Inferno is theoretically infinite until Inferno misses, similarly to the Gush Wyvern's Flames combo, which is banned. I was then able to finish off the Inferno with Ridu Kar, causing Varson to be spent in the first rank. Jacqueline played another Peyton and Sharkbone. She then played Spirit Singing to ready Barret, readied herself with her React, and then spent back to equip the Logan's Ring. On my turn, I played a Master Mardu to boost my Thralls, and used him to kill a Matraz to put another charge on Faram and move Kar up. I swung with Faram against Varson, the first of which was Stealth, the second of which missed. I readied Faram with Princess to swing on and finish Varson. I considered swinging on the Barret Iskar, which was definitely a large threat at the time as well, but decided to hold up my bargain with the Thing and kill Varson. After that, Barret did the expected and swung and killed my Faram. I swung with the rest of my characters, played a Ridu Tam, and moved him up. After some movement and range strikes from both the Peytons, both players passed. On turn 3, I decided to keep a Rescue in my hand from the turn before after seeing Pull the Strings out of his deck. Unfortunately, I drew another one, and both of them ended up being dead cards that turn. I started off by equipping a Seer Stone, hoping the Stealth would help hold my ranks just a little bit. However, he still kept killing my characters. I played a Nisrock to try and hold the ranks a little bit, but that was quickly picked off by a Peyton after failing a stealth check. I figured my last-ditch effort was to ready Tam and stealth him into his army to try and get back to Jacqueline. It wasn't likely since Tam wasn't buffed, had no multi-wounding or movement, but I figured it was the only chance I had to potentially win. I also could have kept him in my army, hoping Planar could hold my ranks a little bit against the onslaught from Barret Iskar, but didn't see a big point to that since Peyton Latham could shoot over the top anyways. He got Princess stunned all the way up front, but was unable to kill her until turn 4. I moved Tam further into his army because why not at that point, you know? He boosted Barret and then swung on the next action. Despite stealthing 1 strike, the remaining 2 strikes were enough to finish her off. I didn't get to see a lot of Varson's deck due to blitzing him to avoid letting him build up, but Jacqueline's deck was very well constructed, and not that different from mine either. Both of our decks ran the Logan's Ring and had an emphasis on readying 1 or 2 big characters. The primary difference was the Peyton Latham for range strikes, which proved to be a strong advantage. I would say my biggest mistake in this match was not swinging on the Barret instead of the Varson. Had he not taken out my Rhomb and gotten several more strikes out of Barret, things definitely could have been a lot different. If you enjoy these recap videos, please let me know by liking and subscribing, and be on the lookout for more Warlord content.